In this video, I'm going to show you some drawing basics within Google Docs. When you start a drawing, you need to put your cursor where you're intending your drawing to go. Click on the Insert, Drawing, and click New. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw some vertical angles. So I need to draw two lines, and I'm going to select the line icon, and I'm going to select the one that doesn't have arrows on it, because I'm going to show you that you can add the arrows afterwards. I'm going to click and hold to draw my line. I think I'm going to change the line weight of it to 2 point. And then these two little icons that came up when I clicked the line, this shows me that I can change how I want the end of my lines to look. So I'm going to put arrows on either end, the start and the end. And then I want to draw a second line because I'm doing vertical angles. So I go back and I click the line again. And then I can draw a second line. And now notice it already comes out preset, so it looks like the other line that I drew. I'm going to insert a text box. We're going to make this 25. That's not entirely accurate, but we're going to leave it that way. And I can change and move this text box around. I can change the size, and I can change its location, and I can even copy it. I can do Control C to copy it and Control V to paste another one down. And I'm going to edit this and make this a question mark. And I'm going to save and close that because I think I'm happy with that, and I'm going to move on. So the next thing I want to do is take an existing image. I'm going to copy that to my clipboard because I want to show you how we can go in and edit an existing drawing or image. So I'm going to paste my image in, and you can either do that on the actions where I did Control V. And now I want to put, I think I'm going to put a line on this one. And let's make it go from here to here. I'm going to change my line color to red, and I'm going to change the weight to 2 point. And I think I'm going to add a couple of dots. So I'm going to select shapes, and under shapes I have all of these choices. I also have arrows and callouts that I can select, and equation symbols. But I'm going to select a circle, and I'm going to come out to the side and do this. I'm going to click and hold and draw a tiny little circle that I'm then going to click while it's selected and change the color to red. And I'm going to carefully, once I get that cross arrow, come up and move it into position where I want it to be the end of the dot or the end of the line. I want to make another one just like that for the other end of this line. So I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to gently move it down where I want it. And I'm pretty happy with that, so I'm going to save and close that one. And I'm going to now move that into this box within my notes. Now, how to color, fill, and group. So let's insert another drawing, new. And I'm going to use those shapes a little bit more right now. I'm going to select the triangle shape, and I'm going to draw a triangle. I'm going to come up to change the fill color. Let's make the fill color pretty. And I'm going to select another shape, and this one I'm going to make, let's make it the little Pac-Man symbol. I'm going to click and hold and put that little Pac-Man inside there. And I'm going to change that color to, let's make that lovely. And I did this because I want to show you that now that I have these two shapes, I can select both of them. So I'm going to, I can either select using click and hold the shift button to select both of them, or you can use the arrow, the selection arrow, click and hold and select everything that you want to group. So now I can go up to Actions, and I'm going to scroll down to Group. And the reason we do this, I'll show you in a minute, is that once it's grouped, we can copy it and we can paste it, and it pastes it as a group. Okay, so let's actually put that in our document. All right, now within the document, I can copy one of my images and I can paste it down. And I'm going to double click on it to edit it. And this time I'm going to take my original figure and I'm going to rotate it. And once you click on a figure, you see that there's a little extension above and outside the box, and it has a circle. This is where you can rotate your figure however you would like. And I'm going to save and close it. And it looks a little odd in there. And I think that's because it's rotated. And I'm going to shrink it down. Now, the last thing you can do is you can freehand draw and group lines together. So again, I'm going to insert a drawing, and it's new. And I'm going to select the lines. And I'm going to draw random lines. And now I want to group all those lines together. So I'm going to select my, my little arrow, my selection tool. I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to go to the actions, and I'm going to scroll down to where it says group. And once you group something, you can always regroup it if you wanted to. And I'm going to save and close that. I'm not going to rotate it. So these are some of the drawing basics. Drawing freehand like that, there's a lot of experimentation, playing around with it to get a feel for it and how it works, but you can have a lot of fun and you can be very creative with it. So good luck.